from an undisclosed location in America. Thank you for watching. This is the episode 8 of Card to Card. In this episode, we're going to be talking about radioactive hornets. And this is the background of this card. This is from the MetaZoo Wilderness set. Really cool artwork. Artwork by Bruns. Just one of the common cards in the set, but it definitely intrigued me. I wondered what in the world are radioactive hornets. Well, we're about to find out. As you notice, it says date of birth 1940s in Nebraska. So, what's the deal with radioactive hornets? Well, I'm glad you asked. So back in the 1940s, of course, we know from World War II and the 50s and stuff, there were nuclear disasters, nuclear testing, and of course the actual bombs that were detonated in World War II in Japan. Tragic, but that is history. And back then it brought about kind of like a scare of what are the after effects associated with these hydrogen bombs, what I was trying to say. And there were concerns about radiation effects, and there were concerns about these effects, these after effects actually affecting the United States. And one rumor was that there were radiation mutated giant hornets that had accidentally been transported and released in actually Nebraska of all places. So this is a real thing. You can read stories about people finding these gigantic hornets, and these were actually, they could grow up to 4 times their normal size. And we actually have a picture here, and this is a real picture, not fake. I'll find it here on my camera. These are actual radioactive hornets. I don't believe they're alive in this picture because this person would be not holding these, just to show you the size scale of these things. Check that out. Incredible. I mean, they cover the breadth of a hand there, and it doesn't look like that's just like a kid's hand. Huge, gigantic, very aggressive, gigantic hornets. Okay, so there was those stories. Now I don't know if those hornets have survived to this day from those ones that got here from in the 40s. But in 2011, there was an actual nuclear disaster at Fukushima, Japan, which was caused by a large earthquake and tsunami at Tohoku. And so there was a terrible incident at Fukushima. And then again, rumors began circulating that once again, radioactive hornets that were infected from this incident had begun to show up in different locations, and actually also in Nebraska again. I'm not sure what it is about Nebraska that these hornets seem to be showing up in. You would think it'd be more in the coastal areas, but there were other places that they were seeing some of these. They also call them murder hornets. I don't know if you've heard of that. I did read up on some of these super aggressive giant hornets. They're actually a huge threat to the honeybee growers, where one single radioactive hornet can completely wipe out a hive of honeybees. Unbelievable. The honeybees are no match for them. The murder hornet or radioactive hornet will bite off the heads of the bees and then bring them back to his hive, and they actually eat the honeybees. And then they come back and wipe out the larvae. So they're wiping out entire hives of honeybees, and this is a huge concern. So they're putting up all sorts of radioactive hornet and giant hornet defenses for some of these honey growers. Really interesting. So I actually have a video that I'm going to show. This is a video of some of these Asian hornets, because that's where they are originating from, Asia, and getting somehow sent over here through like food shipments and stuff like that. But this is actually a pest control person cutting down one of these hives, and you're going to be shocked at how huge this hive is. Really interesting. All right, let's go ahead and roll that. Okay, so I just wanted to share some video footage of actual nest of radioactive hornets. These were not the ones that got into Nebraska. These are ones from Asia. So you got to check out their nest here. Now there's a look at the size of that nest, and this pest control guy, he has been tasked with taking this nest out of this village. Absolutely incredible. And that thing is full of the radioactive hornets and like larvae and stuff like that. So just unbelievable. Look at the size of that thing. And very dangerous. The pest control guy, he is in a very protected suit with mask and everything, so that this swarm of radioactive hornets is unable to attack him. Well, they're attacking him, but they're unable to sting him because of his protective gear. But yeah, and they're huge. Look at the size of those wasps. Hornets, I guess you shouldn't call them wasps. There he's getting that net around the nest, and here come thousands and thousands and thousands of radioactive hornets. As you can see there, it's the pest control guy's gear. Crazy. All right. Okay, so that was incredible. So definitely a really interesting addition to the Mezzou Wilderness set are radioactive hornets, and I was really intrigued by learning about these. So if you look at the text, like we're just kind of use this part of the video to look at the artwork and the text, you can see huge hives of them. Their attack, of course, is a sting. Date of birth 1940s in Nebraska, USA, so that's kind of like where these legends first originated. It says these giant hornets grew from radiation of a nuclear incident. Once locked behind the veil, now they are out and they are angry. So really cool addition to the set. This is one of the reasons I love Mezzous, because their creatures are based on real stuff. Sometimes, you know, we've discovered that maybe there's not a lot of fact behind some of these legends, but some of them have some pretty historic things behind them. And one of them is radioactive hornets. So do you guys think, put it down in the comments, are radioactive hornets, is this just some weird breed of hornet, or did they actually become that way, mutated from nuclear incidents? And is this going to eventually wipe out honeybees? Because if they can't get these huge hornets under control, I mean, that's their favorite food, is the honeybee. All right. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We'll try to do these on Fridays, have a little Friday fun. And definitely keep your eye out.